everyone, it's Lee again at Griffith Small Animal Hospital. I'm here with Tyrion today and we're going to show you how to do a super easy down command. And I use the word down instead of lay down or anything like that, because when I'm asking them to get off of something or to get down off of something, I use the word off. So down means for them to lay down, off means to get off of the sofa or off of wherever I don't want them. And this is just a super easy one, sort of like our super easy sit if you watched that video when he was really small. He's bigger now. And you don't need a leash, you don't need a collar. It's just something that you can practice when you're at home. If you're in the kitchen giving your dog treats or their dinner, it's a great time to just practice this. And we're just going to use food to get the reaction that we want from him. So I'm going to call Tyrion over. I've got treats in my pocket, and these are just little freeze-dried liver treats that you can get at any pet store or on Amazon, any place like that. So I'm going to call Tyrion over and get him paying attention to me, and then I'm going to show you how we get the down. So Tyrion, come here. And he's already going to sit for me because he knows he wants the treat and he knows I have treats. So I'm going to use a hand signal too, and I'm going to ask him to lay down. Tyrion, down. Good boy. So that's what we want. That's what we want him to do. Now the way we start doing that, let me have him sit again. So Tyrion, sit. I want his nose and his body. I want his nose to follow my food, and I want his body to follow his nose. So just like the sit when we had his nose go up and his butt go down, this time we're going to have his nose go down and his body's going to follow. So he's already in a sitting position. You can start from a sit or a stand. And I'm going to take my little treat in my hand, and I'm just going to ask him to, I'm going to say down, and he's going to follow my treat. And say good boy. And always, always reward with a good boy, whatever you want to say that he knows it's positive reinforcement or food motivated. Always give him a treat and always reward with words and praise. So once again, let's watch that again. I've got my treat in my hand, and he's paying attention to me now, so I'm going to show him my treat, and I'm going to say down, and he's going to follow that treat all the way down to the floor. Now, if for some reason, you know, you're first starting to work on it and you're not getting the reaction you want, there's one other thing that we can add to it, and that's I'm going to use my other hand just to sort of lightly put it on his shoulders and help him know what I'm asking of him. So I'm going to ask him to sit again. Sit. And then when I ask him to go down, if his nose is going down but his chest is not, I'm still going to say down, and then I'm going to put another hand here and just show him what I want him to do. Now I'm not pressing down hard on him. I'm not forcing him to the ground. I'm just not letting him come back up. And I'm just sort of following his motion down to the ground. Now then, once you get that, and just remember it takes practice and repetition and positive reinforcement so they know what you're asking of them and they know when they're doing it right. So now he's already laying down for me, but one thing we can add to the end once you have your down done, and this is great to do if you have a bowl of food and you're about to feed them dinner, I'm going to kind of take a handful of treats. And I'm going to pretend it's his breakfast, and he's got a bowl of food, so I'm going to ask him to sit. And then I'm going to use my hand signal this time and see how good he is at that. And then at the end of him laying down, I'm going to add a stay command. So sit, down, stay. And what I'm going to do, stay, is put the food in front of him, stay. Okay. Now you won't master that the first time, but it's a great practice. And all you have to do is ask him to go down, use your hand signals, and then stay. I put one hand in front of him, and then just slowly as you can put the treat on the floor. And don't back away right away. You're going to want to stay there with him because they are going to want to follow you. And you can always do it like I said. Have them do it every time they eat so they learn that they need to wait for their food. Give them a command. You can say free dog. You can say okay. It means they're free to get the food on their own. Thanks for watching Tyrion and I again. Hopefully we'll be back soon with some more training tips for you. I'm not a trainer. I just have had dogs all my life, and this is stuff that has worked for me and that I've learned from trainers. So hopefully they're just little tips that you can use at home to further your dog's training. If there's anything that you would like to see, any other training tips or how to do a trick or anything, just leave a comment below and let me know. Or any other videos on pet care, anything that y'all would like to see, just leave a comment below. Alright, Tyrion, can I say bye? You high five? Good boy.